Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to connect Epson EcoTank L3270 to any device over Wi-Fi and Wi-Fi Direct for wireless printing and scanning, and how to use this feature. So let's get into it. First, we are going to connect this printer to your home or office Wi-Fi network, and after this we will set up Wi-Fi direct connection as well. So to connect the printer to Wi-Fi, make sure it's powered on and the power indicator is glowing solid. Now you need to put the printer into Wi-Fi pairing mode. To do this, press and hold the Wi-Fi button until you see blinking Wi-Fi indicators. Now they start blinking and taking turns. That's what you need. Now you can release the Wi-Fi button. After this, take your Wi-Fi router and find the WPS button and just press this button once. And you have to wait for about 1.5 minutes until the connection is established. So you will see the solid Wi-Fi indicator at the top. So that's what you want to see. It means the printer is connected to this router, and now all devices connected to the same router can easily detect your printer. If you don't have physical WPS button on your router, it doesn't mean that there is no WPS feature at all. You just need to apply to your router's user manual and get an access to the router's web interface or smartphone application and find virtual WPS button from there. Now, to connect your printer to any smartphone, you just need to install Epson Smart Panel application. It's available in App Store and Google Play Store. So open this app and on the home screen just tap on Connect a product already on Wi-Fi. And tap on your printer's model name. Connection is complete. That's it. Adding printer to a computer is a bit more complicated because you have to install some software. So make sure your computer is connected to the same Wi-Fi network as your printer. Now for Windows PC, the next step is to add the printer to a printing system. Click on the Start menu, select Settings, then Bluetooth and Devices, and Printers and Scanners. Now click on Add Device. Your device is found. Once again, add device, white button this time, wait for connection. Now it's installing something and it's ready. That's what you need. For Mac users, skip this step. The printer is going to be added automatically and all you need is install the software. So how to do this? You need to open a web browser and Google search for Epson L3270 driver and open Epson support website. So here is your printer. Select your operating system. If it's not detected automatically, it's Windows 11 in my case. Also you can change language, and once you're done, click Go. Next, scroll down, and for Windows users, install Epson Product Setup, and for Mac users, you need just install Epson Software Updater. You won't have Epson Product Setup. So I'm using Windows. Let's proceed on that. So download. Once downloaded, open the file, just click on that once. Yes, in this window. You can minimize everything, you need just stay in the installer window. Well, the app is launching. As always, accept license agreement, confirm your action. This is additional agreements. You can uncheck these checkboxes if you don't want to send information to Epson. Click Next. Make sure the printer is turned on and all tanks are filled. Check this checkbox. Next. Now it's looking for your printer, and once again make sure you're connected to the same Wi-Fi network as your printer. So here it is. Click on your printer's name and click Next. Now it's setting up, just wait for about 2 minutes. The next step is software installation. So I don't want to install everything, but you can do this and later decide what you need and what you better to uninstall. So I don't need manuals, I don't need Epson Photo, Epson ScanSmart is good enough. So software updater, this is useful thing. Support utilities I don't need as well. So I prefer configuration like this. So let's click on install. Now let's skip printing test page, just next. Let's finish setup. And skip the registration as well. Let's skip this, finish. It takes you to a website. If you don't want to read it now, you can close it and actually you're all set. Now let's also enable Wi-Fi direct connection, and it's really easy, just one step. Just press Wi-Fi and information buttons together once and wait for about 1 minute until the lower indicator starts glowing solid. That's it. Now the printer at the same time is connected to your home or office Wi-Fi network and broadcasts its own direct network. You can find the direct network password under this front door, so just open it and here is your password. If this password doesn't work in some reason, you can print out the network details. To do this, press and hold the information button until you hear some sound from the inside of the printer and it will start printing the page. That's it. Now I'm hearing the sound from inside and let's wait for the page. Actually, it's going to print 3 pages, but you need only first one, so after the first page you can press cancel. So let's cancel the second page. So on this page you can find all your network information, including Wi-Fi direct. So SSID is the network name of your printer and password is network key. And you can connect any device, any computer or smartphone to the printer directly just by switching to its Wi-Fi network. You need to find the network name, then enter a password, save, and you're connected. Now you can go to Epson Smart application, select your printer once again. Now you see different IP address next to it, and this is the direct IP address. Connection is complete. Connection to the server failed. Keep in mind that when you connect it to the printer directly, you don't have the internet access, but you still can print and scan using your smartphone. Let's print something. For example, print any document. Let's select one we wish to print. So in this menu you can adjust printing settings. Make sure your printer is selected here. Set your paper size. In my case it's A4. Let me switch to A4. Media type. This is plain paper. I don't have to change anything. Select layout. Experiment with different layouts. You can print up to 4 pages per sheet. Print quality, high or standard, and color or black and white printing. Print date. You can print the date on your page and just set how many copies do you wish to make. Let's make just 1 copy. Hit done and print. To scan documents on a smartphone, use Epson Smart Panel, and on computer use Epson ScanSmart that was installed on the product setup. So you need to tap on Scan Tile and adjust your settings, set your document size, image type, resolution up to 600 dpi or 1200 dpi on a computer. You can test remove background feature, automatic rotation. Image format you can set to JPEG or TIFF or keep PDF if you need multi-page file. On a computer you have more settings, but this is not the topic of this video. Let me just show you how to place document correctly on the scanner glass. So you need to put your document facing down and make sure that the top left corner of your document is aligned with the bottom right corner of the scanner glass. You have this arrow pointing to the corner here, so put the document and glide it to the borders. Fit it snugly and close the lid. Now double check your settings if it's what you want and press start. Just wait for the result. So once you've got the result, you can crop your page, rotate the page, or if you have multiple pages here, you can tap on these three dots and rotate all of them together, reverse order of your pages. You can delete each page. To add more pages, just place the next page on the scanner glass and tap on scan. And once you're done, hit next. Rename your file if you need and select location to save your files. Let's say I want to save in downloads and I have the folder for scans. So use this folder, allow access to files, of course, and you can save your document to your file system or tap on the share icon at the bottom left, sorry, and select an application you wish to use for sharing, let's say WhatsApp or Telegram, and send this file to somebody. Once you're done, click on yes to go back to the home screen, or hit no to continue in the scanning mode. Let's just save the file for this example, and now we of course can go back to the home screen. Well, the Wi-Fi connection is established and you know the basics about how to use your printer, and that's pretty it for today. I hope this was helpful. If yes, consider to subscribe to our channel, hit the like button to support us. Any questions, comment below, and see you in the next videos. Be awesome. Bye guys.